Hello there, and welcome to the Almost Homestead. Today, I am going to take you through the process of harvesting and infusing chickweed into an oil. So come on. So we're going to start by finding some chickweed that looks good. Remember, we're looking for ones that have white flowers because ones with blue or red are a totally different type of plant. We're looking for ones that still have their leaves all green. Anything that is brown or dead, we're going to pick off. Now, right now I'm doing these with my fingers, but you can also use a pair of scissors. It's a little hard because the grass in the yard is so tall, but we're going to cut this off. So we're going to keep doing this until we have our colander most of the way full. We are making these into an infused chickweed oil, 1 olive and 1 avocado oil, so I guess 2 oils. We're going to dry some, and I may cook some for dinner. Next, we're going to go through the chickweed pieces that we picked. We're going to pick off any pieces that are bad, any leaves that are brown that we missed, and make sure that the only plant that is in our pot is chickweed, because it's really easy to accidentally get a blade of grass as you are trying to pick the chickweed out of the yard. So I put the chickweed in this pot and swirled it around a bunch of times, and now I'm going to drain it. So I've got my chickweed sitting here. I just rinsed it. I'm gonna let it go for about an hour so we get the worst of the moisture off, and then I'm going to cut it up into smaller little sections. So we've got our chickweed cut up, and we're gonna leave this to wilt overnight. It's the next day, and we are ready to start making our infused oils. I've got our wild crafting records that show what I picked, where I picked it from, when I picked it, and what I'm doing with it. And I've got my jars already labeled with the lot numbers. 1A is going to be chickweed with olive oil, and 1B is going to be chickweed with avocado oil. So we're just, in this jar I was going to use and changed my mind. So we're just going to take this plant matter, put it in a nice clean jar, stuff that down in there. Oh wow, that's a lot more than I thought it was. Dang. Put our label back on. I'm not so worried about these because A, I've got this video that I can reference, and B, dang. Okay, maybe I should have gotten bigger containers. Anyway, there will be a little more chickweed in these than I normally would put, but that just means my oils will be more infused with the medicinal goodness of chickweed. So anyway, to make the chickweed with olive oil, we're going to take the olive oil, pour it in. I heard that it's better to not use extra virgin olive oil because it somehow has more moisture. Dang, look at all of that. Hopefully I don't need to cook with that olive oil this week because I think we're going to use about all of it. Okay, cool. And let me go grab the avocado oil real quick. And we're going to put our avocado oil in this one. I needed more avocado oil than this. but this is what I have, so we're gonna make it work for today. Okay, so we're gonna do these two different ways. This one with the avocado oil, we're gonna do in a less technological way. And that is, we're just gonna put this in the window. You can do this and leave it for, I think it's 6 to 8 weeks, but we're just leaving it overnight in the sunlight because I only have room in my tiny crock pot for one container. And we're gonna do that for the olive oil. So let me grab my crock pot and I'll be back. Okay, so we're going to put the olive oil and chickweed mixture in the crock pot. Gonna fill it up with water. Now, usually I put it on high for about 5 minutes to get it warm a little quicker, but today I'm gonna be working in my basement, so that sounds like a bad idea. Fun fact, did you know that heat is the natural enemy of oil? That's why it's really important when you are looking for an oil like avocado or olive, you look for one that is cold pressed. When an oil is cold pressed, that means heat's not used in the processing of the oil, and so it's going to be a better quality oil. And the same principle applies to how we infuse things into the oil, because we want to infuse our oils at the lowest heat possible. The window method, where you just leave it in the window for 6 weeks, is probably the best method available. But I need this oil sooner than 6 weeks, so that's not really an option. And that's why I realized that it's a really bad idea for someone like me who has ADHD, very easily distracted, to put the crock pot on high heat for 5 minutes thinking that I will remember to turn it down, when we all know I will not remember, I will forget. And so we're gonna turn it on low, and we're gonna let it go for 8 to 12 hours. So I'll be back sometime tonight to show you how it goes, and I will occasionally take a knife and stir it here and there throughout the day. It's been actually about a day. I left this in longer than I planned. Just took it out of the mini crock pot, put the avocado mixture in it. And speaking of distractions and why it is bad for ADHD people to do things that they need to remember to stop, the avocado oil mixture was ruined because I put it in the crock pot, left it overnight, and then forgot about it for like 3 days until my husband was like, hey, what's this? And of course the water had ran dry like days ago and it was ruined. So yeah, it's good that I didn't put the crock pot on high. And now I'm going to strain the olive oil into another container. Oh, I forgot I needed a spoon. Hey beloved, could you give me a spoon?
Take one or a little one?
Little one's fine. Ooh, maybe.
Or how about a medium sized one? Because
medium works.
that's what
Okay. Thank you. You are now a YouTube celebrity. Your voice is now on YouTube. So we're just going to try and squish out all the oils we can, getting all that planty goodness in. Wow, and maybe should have gotten a bigger container. Let's see if this will all fit. I have some concerns. I feel like that's the story of my life. If you make a movie about me ever, that should be the name. I have some concerns. Okay. There's room for a little more in there. This is really the best part of the oil you're getting, because this has so much of the plant goodness in it. Okay, and dang, talk about perfect judgment of the size. Wow. So we're gonna wait until this cools and then we'll put the lid on, and it is ready to use for lotions or balms or whatever kind of concoctions we want to make. So now this chickweed oil can be used to make balms, salves, lotions, all kinds of different products, maybe even deodorant. It's a good multi-purpose herb for making into the base for all kinds of products. And it can be combined with other herbs with medicinal properties as well to help enhance the power of the herbal product. So I am curious, do you have any skin issues you would like to see me make a product for? If so, put it in the comments section so I have some ideas what you're interested in or what you might need. And by skin, I also include the scalp, because your scalp is basically just skin with hair, which technically so is your arm skin. So yeah, so scalp is included in that. And let me know some basic info about your skin, and I can make something for you. And depending on where I'm at in my process, I may even mail it to you, because I'm testing the shelf-stable properties of my herbal blends in the mail, seeing how they do with the changes in temperature that come with being in the mail trucks. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and as always, don't forget to hit that like button if you like the video. I mean, don't if you hate it, but you won't hate it because I'm amazing. Subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any more of my videos, and eat something wild. And we're going to do this until the colander is mostly full, because I'm going to use some in an oil. I'm going to use some in olive oil. I'm going to put some in avocado oil, and I'm going to make, damn it. So I put the chickpeas. Therefore, it is a bad idea for me, a person who has ADHD, realized that, oh, there's a car coming. And that is why I realized that it's a really bad idea for someone like me who has ADHD to put the oil on high heat, just, damn it,